for the press conference. Please speak briefly but not quickly, because we have simultaneous translation. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Happy to see you at this press conference. Today, we would like to present an important event, the commemorative meeting in honor of the last defendants of Donetsk airport, legendary heroes, the Cyborgs. And you might remember the famous phrase of the last year: the cement did not, and concrete did not stand and gave up, but the people did not give up. And as you might remember, the concrete of Donetsk airport was ruined, and cyborgs who were defending Donetsk airport, they were killed. And it's my pleasure to present Vladimir Melnichenko, who is Konstantin Melnichenko, who is participant of the ATO activities. Will you please say a couple of words about this event? From the beginning of Russian aggression, we witnessed a lot of tragic and heroic pages and moments in our history, and one of those tragic and heroic moments in our history was the siege defense of Donetsk airport. This action defense of the airport lasted almost 242 days. The most fierce fighting was between 11th and 19th January of the last year, when separatists used unknown gas and continuously shelled them, and it was almost impossible to defend the borders of the country in these conditions. And we know how the word cyborgs appeared in open radio translation. Separatists one mentioned that they did not know who was defending Donetsk airport. Maybe they were not people, they were cyborgs. On December 16, when the most fierce fighting started, families of the last defenders, family members of the last defenders of Donetsk airport will come to Kiev. They will, this is the first meeting for them. They will bring a lot of materials and information about those people, and we expect to have a huge bulk of information about them, and which will enable us to commemorate this important event. Will you please provide more detailed information where it will be held, how mass media could be engaged if they want? So on January 16 this year at 3 p.m. in the Central Officers Club in Kiev, we will start our commemorative event. That's why you may find full information in the global web about the telephone numbers and all the organizers. I would like to add that this event was initiated by the family members. And Irina Zubkova, sister to Senior Lieutenant Andrei Zubkov, whose name was given to Air Mobile Battalion of the 86th Separate Brigade. And now I would like to give the floor to Mr. Vasyl Shevchenko, First Deputy Minister of Social Policy. Will you please describe how you will participate in this event? As of today, our country faces many challenges, like, for example, this unannounced war, and one of the most grieve moments of this war was the heroic defense of Donetsk airport, and we gladly supported this opportunity to draw attention of broad public to this event on the one hand, and on the other hand to raise public awareness about the needs of those families and provide compassion and support to those families. I believe that all together, being united, we will be able to reach our goals. I'm happy to use this opportunity to thank heartfully to the defenders who, to the families of defenders who gave their life on one hand, to the families of those who were wounded, who are now undergoing rehabilitation. I would like to add that participants of the event will commemorate the memory of the 80th Air Mobile Brigade of 3rd Battalion, of the 90th Separate Air Mobile Battalion, 57th Separate Air Mobile Brigade, and 64th Reconnaissance Unit. Now I'm happy to give the floor to Sergiy Triskach, head of the NGO Ukrainian Association of Disabled ATO Soldiers. What are your plans for the future? How to unite people and enable them to join in their effort to live with full and happy lives. What's going on in the East is a continued demonstration of heroism. Today, the families of those who gave their lives defending Ukrainian borders requires the full respect and commemoration, and we believe that we should involve those who are now disabled in result of this. The families of the killed soldiers should unite together in order to attract attention of society, and in order to work and implement joint projects. Now I would like to give the floor to Igor Gromov, journalist, who will describe how the needs of how the memory of heroes, of fallen heroes, is being commemorated in the new names of streets. For example, today, in course of decommunization, we change the names of many streets. And I believe that those legendary cyborgs and other heroes who gave their lives defending Ukraine should be commemorated via giving their names to the streets. On December 16th, this is the day of the last defenders of Donetsk airport. We have initiated the following action on January 22nd, when there is the Day of Unity of Ukraine. We invite all the defenders of the airport, all the families, to come to Mikhailovsky monastery in Kiev. There is the memory wall there, and near this wall we will commemorate all the fallen heroes, all the defenders of Donetsk airport. We have NGOs, Igor Gromov, HR director of the urea farm company, who are participants of many charity actions. I would like to thank to the organizers of this action, to the families of Cyborgs and other soldiers who gave their life. We are urea farm company, which is a socially responsible company, and we had been being involved into social activities since the first days of Maidan. Now we have the platform People Help to People, and we not just provide material assistance, but we also organize special trainings for people, teaching them how to be able to survive with what they have already got. And we believe that working in this direction, we would be able to make much for injured soldiers, for disabled soldiers, for the families of killed soldiers, and we try to do as much as we can. I have this honor to represent Irina Mekhnuk, a widow of Oleg Mekhnuk, and she's representing the platform People Help to People. This platform is unique because families of fallen soldiers can get direct assistance at this platform. Those who need assistance, they may post their request and their information on our platform and get direct assistance from people or from charity organization. Another advantage of this platform is that families can establish communication between themselves, and this communication could be established between those people who are in need and with those who are able to provide help to them, and including the families from abroad. On January 16th, I expect to communicate information about this platform, and on the one hand. On the other hand, we will be able to get documents from those people, open accounts for them. And we will use this opportunity of event on January 16 to bring together these people. So I would like to remind you about this event on January 16th at 3 p.m. in the Officers Club of Military Officers Club of Kiev near Arsenal Metro Station. There will be the commemorative meeting in honor of the last defenders of Donetsk airport, legendary heroes, the Cyborgs. And my question, do you plan to have mass media there? We disseminate invitations to this meeting. To get an invitation, you should go to Facebook, to the page The Last Defenders of Donetsk Airport, and there you will find all the details for submission of your request for the invitation. This won't be just the commemorative event. This will be also an event where we will speak about personalities of those who gave their life for Ukraine. And our objective is to demonstrate that each of us has to contribute all positive efforts to make changes in the country. On behalf of the organizers, I would like to thank to the actors, to Alexei Buynov, Alexei Machanov, Natalya Sokolenko, Alex Skripka, and Butya band, who agreed to participate in this event. Now we have some time for your questions, dear participants. Since there are no questions, I would like to remind to mass media that you should go to the web site in Facebook, The Last Defenders of Donetsk Airport, and there you will find information about this event and details for registration. Head of the foundation, the Wall of People's Memory, they joined and they requested for information about these people. I think that we should provide this information to museums which we have in Kiev to involve their employees and to collect the artifacts. On January 22nd, near the Wall of Memory, we plan to initiate an address, an appeal on behalf of civil society to the president of the country, to Donetsk airport, to make January 22nd the day of the January 16th, the official day, the officially marked day. I would like to thank to all the participants of this event, and I invite all Ukrainians, I encourage all Ukrainians to light a candle on February 16th in commemoration of those who gave their life in this Donetsk war. And this is Mr. Roman Fechuk, head of the Wall of People's Memory Foundation. Thank you, Igor, for your intervention and your idea about lighting candles on this day. Thank you, and bye-bye.